killing an armed black security guard who was on the job in Illinois. Jemel Roberson was shot outside Manny's Blue Room Lounge in Robbins, that's a Chicago suburb, early Sunday morning. Witnesses say the 26-year-old was detaining a shooting suspect when the responding officer shot him. Police are not naming the officer, but say he's been with the department for nearly 7 years. He was responding as backup Sunday when he came across Jemel Roberson. Witnesses say despite their pleas, the officer opened fire. Early Sunday morning, police responded to gunfire at Manny's Blue Room Lounge where Roberson worked security. Roberson had a gun and was holding a suspect when he was allegedly shot by a Midlothian police officer.
He was just protecting the club and holding a suspect down.
Roberson's mother is now suing the officer and the village of Midlothian for compensatory damages in excess of $1 million. In the lawsuit, she calls the shooting unprovoked.
With references to security on him.
In the lawsuit, she calls the shooting unprovoked and unjustified.
He was wearing all black with references to security on him. People are telling him that he's security. He's security. As he raises his rifle, he's told he's security, and he still shoots.
Roberson, seen here playing the organ, was nicknamed Choir Boy because of his passion for gospel music.
He played organs for a lot of churches on the Chicago West Side.
Neighbor Taisha Stewart says the 26-year-old was well-liked and proud of his job.
You'll always see him with his security shirt on, coming in and out.
Here's a young man who is not a thug. And this is a young man who went to work and did his job, and he gets shot by law enforcement. I think that's a tragedy.
It's unclear if Roberson had a concealed carry permit, but Koulis says he did have a firearm owner's ID. Midlothian police did not immediately respond to our request for comment, and the officer involved is now on paid administrative leave as state police investigate. Roberson leaves behind a 9-month-old son, and a family member actually said, guys, that he had plans on becoming a police officer one day.
What up, it's iCkEdMeL. Make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button, help me to continue to grow. Now, I got a story to cover that I wanted to do last night, but I couldn't do it until today. Man, it's getting tiring, hearing of these different stories, what to say. My thoughts is on this officer, you're a scumbag. You are a scumbag. And you make it really hard for other cops that are trying to do good. I don't know what this officer's deal is. Jemel, rest in peace. I'm so sorry. Condolences to the family. I don't even know what to say. This guy was doing his job. He was wearing, he's security. It was labeled everywhere that he's security. This officer shows up. People are telling him he's security. This guy was brave enough to stop an armed man. I believe he had him pinned down from what I heard. And regardless of what everybody's doing, the cop still raises his gun and kills Jemel. What the heck is going on? What is going on? This guy had a son. The son no longer has a father anymore. It's disgusting. And what frustrates me, and I guess this is part of the procedure because it makes me think of Amber Geiger, the whole paid leave. Suspend his pay. I'm sure that's probably procedure, but maybe if there's enough of an outcry, they'll take away his paid leave. I'm not for generalizing all officers, but I see where people come from when they say they hate cops. Because it is so hard to defend good ones when there's ones out there cracked out of their mind, maybe methed out of his head, maybe on some steroids, maybe on some sort of stimulant. Out of control. Disgusting. And the irony about this whole thing is that he wanted to become an officer. So this cop killed a future officer. He pretty much killed his own. So you should be ashamed of yourself. I'm charged, man. I'm going hard. You should be ashamed of yourself. You're disgusting. And you're a part of what's wrong with society. Now, I feel that cops, they're underpaid. There's a lot of pressures. They probably have PTSD. I feel like there needs to be there needs to be better training. We need to get more funding for cops, because I feel like there's probably like all kinds of pressure on them. But, you know, this is inexcusable. I don't know what else is there to say. I don't know what else there is to say about this. It's to the point where it's almost you're better off not even calling the cops. That's what it's like. It's almost to the point where calling the cops can get you killed. You know? And one of the thoughts that I had this morning too when I was thinking about this story, I don't know what the 911 call was like. But I think some of these 911 callers should start being held accountable if they're falsely, knowingly giving information. You know, if you don't know what the situation is and you just see two people scuffling, okay. But I think that some of these 911 callers need to start being held accountable if they're falsely giving information that's maybe sending these guys charged. I feel bad, man. You know, it's a father, it's a son, and it's just gotten ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous. It's getting out of hand. What are they gonna say now? What's the excuse now? You know, we need to hold these people accountable, and I really truly feel that cops need more training and they need more funding for somebody that's putting their lives on the line every day. And they need to come up with a system. I'm sure they probably have psychologists. They need to give them breaks or something, like a month long. I don't know what it is. They need to do something with this system because it's not working. You know? If I was a cop, I'd probably be crazy too. I mean, I just thinking about if I was a cop and I have children at home, you know what I'm saying, every day wondering if I'm going to make it back home. He needs to be taken off a paid leave. That's my thoughts, because I usually try to wait on more information. I feel like with this, that's it. That's all I need to hear. This is the story, that's all there is. Take his pay away. Enough of this crap. And let's hold these police stations accountable and these people in office accountable. The DA. Let's do something about this. And why isn't this story getting much airtime? That's my thoughts, man. Share this video. Have a great day. I'm off to work. Hopefully I won't get shot on the way. Peace.